It's time now for Back Pages tonight here on Sky Sports News, bringing you a first look at the sports stories in the morning's newspapers. And joining us are the Athletics football correspondent David Ornstein and also John Cross, chief football writer for The Mirror. Looking forward to chatting, chaps, and we're going to get straight into it as we talk Champions League football. And we've got to start with Liverpool, don't we, after what's happened at that club over the last few days. Let's go to The Guardian, shall we? And I think we knew this might well be a headline, should Liverpool win. No Salah, no problem. But it was a late goal, wasn't it? Dominic Szoboszlai scoring from the penalty spot and handing Slot, as they call it, a precious win. David, let me come to you first. I mean, there is a little irony, isn't it? It came from a penalty, and had Mo Salah been on the pitch, he probably would have taken it. But instead, it was Dominic Szoboszlai, who has been their most consistent and arguably the most impressive player this season, who's got Liverpool not just the win, but also just change the narrative a little bit around what's happening at the club.
Yeah, it was a fitting match winner, David, wasn't it? And he's actually taken Mo Salah's position on the pitch in the last couple of games. Liverpool deserved it, I thought, just about. There were a couple of other really good chances for Ekitike and Conor Bradley in particular. Of course, don't underestimate the fact that they've won away in the San Siro at Inter Milan, who have been flying high in the Champions League and so impressive on the European and domestic stage in recent seasons. It's a really tough place to go in any circumstance, let alone the circumstances that Liverpool have been facing recently in terms of their form and the Mo Salah situation. But it was a pretty composed performance. They made a number of changes to the starting lineup. There was a lack of natural width, I thought, in the team, and that's where Salah would have, of course, normally come to the fore. But there were a number of players who really stepped up. I thought Andy Robertson coming in for Kirkes, again at left back, and various performances throughout the team. Of course, Alexander Isak still not up to sort of hit the speed you would expect. But they had a point to prove tonight, and it was really symbolic that they managed to do it without Mo Salah. You can imagine the sort of pressure they would have faced, and Arne Slot in particular, if the result had not gone the way they wanted it to tonight, and then heading into the weekend's game against Brighton. But now they can go to that one with a spring in their step. Let's see what happens with Mo Salah, whether he's involved or not, if there are farewells, as he sort of suggested in his explosive interview, and then he goes to the Africa Cup of Nations. So, yeah, it's a reprieve for Liverpool. I think they'll be feeling relief tonight as the main sentiment, but they really need to build some momentum and try and quieten down the controversy around the club at the moment.